No. Tighten.
Every day, he does something even funnier than he did the day before.
What are you doing there, Tippy Toes? Be careful. It could kill you.
He loves to get on the kitchen table, crawled in the washing machine. Anything he could get on, he would eat it and just destroy it. I wonder who did that. He loves to be a comedian. He was so full of energy right away. That was a little bit more than we expected.
You're so sweet when you're tired and you're not biting.
He just wanted to be near us and he wanted to be on us and wanted to play. It was overwhelming. Because of his breed, some people pick up their dog. I remember walking him and a lady's like, oh, look, it's one of those killer dogs. We were really shocked by people's responses. And then they see him with this huge smile, very gentle with other dogs. He is not aggressive at all. And right away, they're like, okay, he's a kind, gentle dog. He's like a goat. He knows how to push the chair. So he always pushes his chair and gets on the kitchen table. And he'll bark at me to do stuff.
Does that mean you want toast?
He won't eat out of a bowl.
Tighten. Give me her bowl.
He has to be spoon-fed.
Hey!
He steals things.
Give it. Give it.
One time I was doing the laundry and he grabbed a sock. He swallowed the whole sock. So I brought him to the vet and he was so upset.
They had to make you throw up, buddy. You can't eat socks.
He's a crazy dog, we know.
Drop it. No, you're not going outside.
She instantly created a bond with my husband. When I saw their relationship, I felt how empty her life was before we had her. Popeye was really alone in the shelter. She needed someone to love. Her previous owner had her for 14 years and he didn't want her anymore. We went to see Popeye and she was just the sweetest girl ever. She instantly connected with my husband and we brought her home. My husband, she considers him her mate. It's like they're lovers. She just sits on his chest, doesn't make a noise. She calls for him each time that he's gone. She just goes there, stands by the stairs and calls for him whenever he goes to work. She just loves spending time with him. My husband plays piano and she feels connected with the songs that he is playing. We realized that if we put her on the piano when my husband is playing, she starts going with the beat. She knows that this is him playing and not just any song. Recently, we have realized that she's a metalhead. I was listening to a metal song and she started doing these weird headbangs that she hadn't done before. After that, I played another metal song and it was the same. Her personality is so sweet and calm. I can't tell you what joy it has that you see an animal that has already loved someone else starts loving you.
Toothless has a naturally occurring dwarfism, so she's just small all over.
The kids and I were at a gas station, and I saw a little kitty in the middle of the back parking lot. She was feral and dirty and had fleas and worms. She probably wouldn't have survived the winter if we hadn't caught her.
We could tell immediately that she was different. Her bottom jaw is smaller, her legs are very short, and her paws are more round.
But when she runs full blast, she's super fast. You wouldn't think so because she's so tiny, but she moves faster than you'd think. She is a little fireball. Toothless only chooses to listen when she wants to. She's very stubborn and spoiled.
Like it? Little baby wants some tuna.
She does whatever she wants.
Good stuff.
Because she's the queen of the house.
This is a puzzle box that I have covered, and she thinks it's hers.
We have tiny little stairs all over the house, so she doesn't have to jump up as much.
In the mornings, when we can sleep in, she will come up on the bed and start pawing at the blankets to get my attention, and will not leave me alone until I get up so she and I can play together. You know, she understands what we're feeling. And when we tell her we love her, she will flop over on her side and do just these really sweet, cute, kitteny things. She's so adorable.
This man would run past a group of capybaras every day. But he wouldn't interact with them. Capybaras are too skittish anyways.
Tá procurando ela, chamando a mamãe Capi.
He would simply watch them from afar. Then, one day, one of them took shelter from the rain under his umbrella. And he thought that maybe that moment with her would be the one and only. After all, she is a wild animal. But the next day, when he reached the park, she walked up to him, no fear. Like she wanted to say hello. And ever since then, they would hang out every day. Luciano would stop on his runs to give Capi scratches. Capi would eagerly await Luciano's visits. Because it meant endless love and cuddles from her new bestie. But Luciano could have never anticipated what would come next. He was walking through the park just as usual and spotted two new members of the group. Tiny, adorable baby capybaras. And it hit him. They weren't just any babies. They were Capi's pups. Mom kept an eye on them. But she let Luciano come close, even at their most vulnerable, like when she was feeding the babies. And Luciano now had two more unexpected friends to hang out with on his run, like he did with Capi. He would watch them grazing, and the capybaras didn't mind.
She's very, very vocal and makes the strangest sounds I've ever heard a dog make. Some people say she sounds like a cat. Whenever Tina barks, she sounds like a duck. She even started singing with me.
Tina!
My friend sent me a message and was like, hey, I know that you just lost your dog. I'm friends with somebody looking for a new owner for their dog. It hasn't been that long since I lost Beebs. Before Tina, I took in a senior dog. I was very, very close to her, but she passed away. So I felt kind of guilty. Then I was like, let's give it a go.
Yes.
And we have been attached at the hip ever since. Pretty much whatever I'm doing is what Tina's doing.
Oh, man.
She's pretty protective over me. When the horse came up, Tina was ready to go to war with this horse. I guess she wanted to keep me safe. Tina loves going for car rides.
You ready to go for a ride? Let's go.
She absolutely loves it. Whenever she hears my keys.
You ready to go for a ride? Here we go.
I'm a musician.
I'll take you.
One day I was walking around the house singing and she started singing with me. I think it all stems back to how excited and how happy she is.
Tina!
She's like a little kid running around and yelling out of excitement. I've never seen her down or depressed. Every time she sees me, it's like the first time. I say her name,
Tina,
and she zooms across the room. Those random like stops and pauses that she does, they're hysterical. People say that Tina puts a smile on their face. She's just a little ball of joy.
come here, boys.
As soon as Keiko and Niko saw each other for the first time again, it was like an instant recognition. There was a quick sniff. They both knew that they were each other's brother and just immediately started playing and roughhousing. We went to a rescue and saw Keiko and Niko's litter. We could only adopt one puppy. We ended up adopting Keiko. And he was such a sweet puppy. Probably the best behaved dog that we've ever had. About 4 months after we got Keiko, our oldest dog passed away. I was scrolling through Instagram and I saw that Niko was back up for adoption. Unfortunately, people abused him and he had been turned back immediately. I just was like, okay, we've got to adopt him. As soon as they saw each other, you could tell they had a bond right away. And just played and played and played. So the two of them slept together the very first night, and they've pretty much been sleeping next to each other side by side ever since. Keiko's very patient with Niko. He'll just deal with whatever Niko is doing. If Niko feels like he needs some security and needs to cuddle up next to Keiko, Keiko's totally fine with it. Niko is more shy and reserved, but he is such a love. He just wants to be on your lap, cuddling as close as possible. We have this funny little spot in our kitchen that they have both become obsessed with. The two of them will cuddle in this spot that is maybe 2 square feet.
You still fit, huh?
I thought that their rescue story and their bond was just so cute. So I decided to start drafting a children's book, which details their rescue story, brotherly love, the benefits of rescuing dogs. It just shows that pit bull type dogs, they're sweet, they're goofy, they're funny. They're not anything like the stigma that the media has portrayed.
Good boy. I need that back, please. Give me that back.
He'll try and steal stuff from us, like sponges or cleaning brushes. He stole the padlock to his aviary.
Give that lock back.
And he will want us to buy them back off him. And if we're not giving him enough attention, then he turns into a bit of a brat and say, look, give me attention now.
What? Why are you being a brat? Well done, well done.
But when we got him, he was hyper violent towards people. Loki was bought by someone that didn't really know what they were doing. He is a captive bred raven. He wouldn't be able to fend for himself. So the family returned Loki to his breeder when he contacted us. He came to us very aggressive, very scared of everything. I established the reason for this is that he had been badly mistreated. So I had to change my tactics slightly. I would sit in his aviary for maybe an hour a day and not do anything. And just have some food on me.
Hey, Dodos. Do you want some mango? Yeah?
So he started to allow me being in his aviary. And the times when he was really nasty to me, I would leave the aviary, not giving him any attention. And once he worked that out, he would put his head down and actually apologise. That was an amazing moment. I remember putting my hand out to stroke him and I'm thinking, I'm going to get bitten, I'm going to get bitten. And when he allowed me to do it, it was a huge excitement. Good boy. I thought to myself, this bird is forgiving humans now. Now he's become much more tolerant to other people. He can be quite cheeky. he does the gua sound to get my attention.
Gua.
And then we started saying it back to him. And he finds it hilarious and keeps doing it. He is a free-flying bird. He goes off and he flies around and he comes back to us when he's good and ready. Hello? You come home? And it's night and day in terms of the comparison. You can help animals. They can bounce back. I was immensely proud of Loki.
Come on, Jack, let's go. Take it inside.
Okay, ready?
Oh my god. This is so good. This is like
Everybody needs puppy therapy.
I have never seen her. Are you kidding me, Capi?
Let's come over here.
Oh, hello.
Zero. Hey. Oh, good boy.
2018, we got some trick-or-treaters with UPS dogs. Oh, who do we have here?
I'm just gonna scooch in right here if you don't mind.
Martha has the most serious form of dwarfism. She had a 6 to 12 month life expectancy. But she has outlived that.
All done. All done, mother.
Now Martha's 3.5 years old. And we don't see her slowing down. So we got Martha off of a Craigslist ad.
Martha! Come here. Hi.
Her front legs jutted out from her chest and then down and splayed out at a very wide angle. And you could see it was very painful to walk like that. So we knew she needed help. And we chose to work with our farrier and trim her hoofs. He was trimming them in a way that would help to slowly bring them in. I would sit down on the floor, pull her into me, and then her body would relax. It was just a bond. built on trust and love. We started to notice Martha's legs starting to come in. And we would look at each other like, do her legs look a little bit straighter? And we thought, you know what? Maybe this is going to work. And Martha started to behave silly. She started to hop around. She did these little bunny hops. And she even started to run. Now it's hard to describe how well she does with people. Martha will go into nursing homes and she will stand there and let people brush her. She just has this sense about her. She's got an important job. Martha stood there for 4 hours and let people pet her. I just can't stress the amount of joy that she spreads all over this world.
Oh, she is wild!
Blondie loves to recreate sounds. When you put the bottle cap on the table, it makes like a distinct noise. That he copied the sound. It's a talent he has. And in the morning, Blondie also loves to sing. The moment I bonded with him was when he was a baby. Blondie was like a normal little bird. It was a beautiful orange feathers in the top of his head. That he could fly. He used to go to very high places, but when he was a year old, he started to lose his feathers. He was losing feathers on his legs. He was losing feathers in the top of his head, in his wings. So we got him to the vet, but we didn't get much help from them. So we started to do our own research. And that's how we found out about the PVF disease. There was a moment when his personality was way different. He was very off, he was very sad, and he didn't want to do the things he loved. The main thing that got him better was us being constant with him. He loves to explore. We started to guide him to places he can go by walking, by running. We started to make him more comfortable to walk in the floor. There was a moment where Blondie started to yell and sing like he does. It was at that moment I was very happy and relieved that Blondie was better again. He can light up a room just by his presence. He loves to go to weird places like the microwave. Everything that has to do with doors, with boxes, he's obsessed with. He loves to laundry. And he loves when my mom is cooking.
Hey Belle, would you like to be brushed?
I didn't really think that she was unusual looking.
Hey Belle, what's going on?
She kind of looks a little bit bug-eyed.
Hey Belle, this is the toilet paper challenge.
She's had that very good listener face. When I'm talking to her, she'll like look at me like she's listening. Big stretch, Belle.
and then she'll kind of look off to the side like she's thinking about something.
You want to go out?
Sometimes I would say, "Hey, Belle, do you want to cuddle?" And she would just jump up and sit there for a very long time. We went to the Humane Society just to look, and Belle just ran over and jumped in my lap and started licking me. Her vet says she got stuck in the birth canal and her muscles grew back a little bit on her face. But she's perfectly fine. We did a vision test and she can see okay. It doesn't seem to bother her.
Belle, could you step closer to the mic? Thank you. Okay, Belle, are you taxidermied?
We did a wisdom panel and found out that she is 50% Doberman Pinscher and 50% Cattle Hound mix. She loves giant sticks that are probably about like 4 to 6 feet long, and so she'll carry it very proudly. She has such a great, fun personality. She does so many things that are just completely goofy.
Hey, Belle, is this your favorite place to sleep?
She will pounce on the ball and kick the ball. And then she's surprised that the ball will roll under the couch.
Where are we going?
I feel like I can have real conversations with her.
Would you like for me to pet you?
There really is quite a bit of wisdom and deep thoughts behind those eyes.
Belle, could you share with us what is on your mind?